Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying it.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Alert. On 2nd down now, Dyson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Up the middle they go. Dyson. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, the Broncos send out Colby Wadman. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through us.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dyson, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Dyson, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
4th down, here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 4 on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And Hill with it over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Go, 14. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Play action. It's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle they go. Dyson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd down, Dyson, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Almost special! Almost special!
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll try the left side. Dyson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. Now Wilson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Russell Wilson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From way up at the 23, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Got it. Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a minute, give it Sunday.